Hi, my name is Claudia Monserrat Mayorga Ruiz, and I'm going to give you a short explanation on how to make a good presentation. Usually, when we make a presentation, we do it on PowerPoint. So, what are the main mistakes we do on PowerPoint? First of all, we put a lot of text on our presentations, so that's the first mistake. While doing a presentation, given slides, you have to put a little bit of text, the least you can, so that way you have a lot of things to explain and it doesn't get boring, and also the audience is going to pay attention to you because they only have the main objects, and you write the main objects and you explain them to them. What else? We tend to speak and to be watching and know the people that are only on the back. So you have to try to look to everyone. And a recommendation, if you get nervous, I usually tend to do that, is to look above their heads. You look right here, and for them it seems like you're looking at them, but actually you're not looking at them, because sometimes while keeping the eye contact with them, you can get distracted or nervous. So that's a tip you can use for your presentations. Also, we tend to be walking around or moving our hands a lot, so it isn't bad to move your hands, but you have to know when to make it and when not make it. It's different if I'm talking and I'm just doing this with my hands, to if I'm explaining and then I'm telling you the first step is this one, second step is this one. Also, while giving a presentation, imagine that I have a PowerPoint right here. If I'm standing here, I'm gonna have the old presentation on me, and you're not get to read the presentation. So if you're doing a presentation with a PowerPoint, make sure you're not standing over it or in front of it. Sorry. So what else? You have to change the model of your voice. Sorry, because sometimes we talk and we just keep going like this, and we never change the tone, and we're going. But no, that's not the way you do a presentation. For doing a presentation, you have to give an excitement in some sentences, keep calm in another ones, and when it's important, you have to tell when it's important with the tone of your voice. So that's why it helps us. Another tip you can use for your presentations is using bullets on them. So that way you can separate an idea from another. Try to use images that are simple to understand but also relate to the topic. Sometimes we use a lot of images in a presentation and we can get distracted or we don't get the point. So you have to be wise while choosing images. Also, try to use colors that are easy to read. For example, if you have a white background and you write in yellow, it's gonna be really hard. And also, yellow tends to be a color that hurts your eyes. Like you want to read it, but it doesn't let you that well, and then your eyes hurt and that. So try to use, if you're doing a white background, then you use black, or you can use red. With white you can use a lot of colors, but try to use colors that contrast so it's easy to read and it's attractive. Also, try to relate the colors with the topic you're using. For example, if you're talking about environment, obviously you're gonna use green. If you're talking about ecology, green also. If you are talking about a horror movie, you want people to see horror movies, you use dark colors like black, red, navy blue, things like that. If you talking, about if something like a product you want to sell, you try to match the colors with the product. Imagine that it's for pets. You usually tend to use brown, maybe purple, orange colors that seems to relate with things that dogs will have. Fur. The dog's fur is brown most of the times, so you can use the brown. So you can try to look for colors to match with the topic also. Another recommendation for a good presentation is trying not to talk a lot in just one slide. If in your first slide, just explain it, give an example. You can tell in a story. What giving a story will help you will help the audience to understand what you're telling. So that way you explain them what are they gonna hear or what are the main topics, and you don't get lost while saying a lot of things, because sometimes when we want to say a lot of things we don't know how to say it. So just keep it simple. If there are doubts, then resolve the doubts, but don't try to answer doubts or questions when they are having a period. So those are my recommendations for having a good presentation.